We all know someone who's either studying for the PMP exam or complaining about it. It has this reputation for being an incredibly tough professional hurdle. But what if passing it on the first try isn't the impossible dream we think it is? What if there's a clear strategic path to getting it done right the first time?
I think that's the central question. People see it as this monumental challenge, but the truth is, with the right approach, passing on the first attempt is very achievable.
Okay, let's start at the beginning for anyone not in the weeds. The Project Management Professional, or PMP exam, is a key certification from the PMI. It has 180 multiple choice questions across people, process, and business environment domains, and it's designed to showcase your command of project management. Getting this certification is a major career booster, increasing earnings and giving you access to PMI's network and materials.
Absolutely. It's a recognized standard that tells employers you've got the skills to manage complex projects effectively. What's really interesting is how the PMP exam is structured. It's not just about memorizing terms, but about applying them. The breakdown of 42% people, 50% process, and 8% business environment really shows PMI's focus on the human and strategic aspects of project management, not just the technical execution. This means you need a holistic approach to preparation.
I see. So it's a comprehensive test of project management skills with clear career benefits. But with such an intensive exam, how do you ensure you're motivated enough to prepare for it and actually pass on the first try? Preparing for the PMP exam takes months of hard work. It's easy to lose steam. So the first crucial tip is to figure out your personal why. Understanding your core reason for wanting the certification will help you commit the necessary hours, see past the exam fees, and focus on the ultimate goals of career advancement and increased earnings.
Exactly. Without a clear why, it's just a mountain of flashcards and practice tests. That personal drive is the engine for consistent preparation. If you know you're doing this to lead bigger projects or to secure a significant salary bump, it's much easier to say no to a night out and yes to another chapter of the PMBOK guide.
So, a strong personal motivation is key. Beyond that, what kind of mindset do you need to cultivate to tackle this exam effectively? Passing the PMP exam isn't just about technical knowledge, it's about having the right mindset. This means ethical decision making, leadership, and best practices. Key principles include being a team player, finding cost efficient solutions, practicing servant leadership, learning root cause analysis, making data driven decisions, and sticking to a solid plan. You also need to be familiar with agile methods, continuously learn and develop strong communication and negotiation skills.
It's about embodying the role of a modern project manager. These aren't just abstract concepts, they are the day-to-day realities of leading projects successfully. The exam is trying to see if you think like a PMP, not just if you can recite PMP definitions.
That's a comprehensive set of principles. Now, let's get into the practical strategies. What are the most effective tips for preparing and actually passing the PMP exam on your first attempt? To pass the PMP exam, you need a strategic plan. Start by thoroughly understanding the PMBOK guide. Then, create a personalized study schedule that fits your life and diversify your learning materials using supplementary guides, online courses, and apps. Actively engage with the material through mind maps and summaries and join study groups. Crucially, practice with exam simulators to get used to the format and timing, and focus on applying concepts to real-world situations rather than just memorizing.
And don't forget the 35 contact hours of formal project management training. That's a prerequisite. These courses often provide expert insights and structured learning that's invaluable. But the most impactful advice here is the emphasis on application, not just memorization. The PMP exam is designed to test your judgment in complex scenarios. So, if you're practicing with simulators, you should be asking yourself, what would a seasoned project manager do in this situation? That's the mindset you need to cultivate, and it's what truly differentiates a passing candidate.
That's a critical distinction, thinking like a project manager. So, after all this preparation, how do you know you're truly ready to take the exam? So, how do you know you're truly ready for the PMP exam? Generally, if you're consistently scoring 85% or higher on mock exams, that's a good sign. But readiness is more than just scores. It's about understanding the PMBOK guide deeply, being able to apply concepts to real-life situations, and clearly explaining key PMP terms. You also need to have completed your 35 contact hours and feel confident managing time and stress during practice.
That confidence is huge. It's one thing to get a high score on a practice test at home. It's another to feel that calm confidence that comes from true understanding. When you've put in the work and can see how the pieces fit together, that's when you know you're not just prepared, but ready.
Confidence is key. And speaking of timing, when is the optimal time to actually schedule and take the PMP exam for the best chance of success? When should you schedule your PMP exam? The best window is typically within 30 days after completing your 35 contact hours of training. This timing ensures that the material is fresh, your study momentum is high, and you can easily refer back to your course notes for revision. It's also important to take the exam when you feel confident and have a positive mindset to manage exam stress.
That 30-day window is critical. It capitalizes on the learning curve and prevents that valuable knowledge from fading away. And the mindset piece is so true. Walking in with confidence makes a world of difference. Don't schedule the exam during a crazy week at work. Give yourself the best possible chance mentally.
Absolutely. So we've covered what the exam is, why it matters, the mindset, preparation strategies, and timing. It all points towards a well-structured approach. To wrap things up, could you give us a quick summary of the absolute key takeaways for someone aiming to pass the PMP on their first go?
Of course. First, remember, the PMP is a huge career booster, so it's worth the effort. Second, you have to find your personal why to stay motivated. Third, adopt the PMP mindset, think like a servant leader who makes data-driven decisions. Fourth, your preparation needs to be strategic. Use the PMBOK guide, diversify your resources, and practice constantly with simulators, focusing on application, not just memorization. And finally, you know you're ready when you're hitting high scores on mock exams and feel genuinely confident. If you can, schedule that exam within 30 days of your training to maximize your chances. Follow that, and you're in a great position to succeed.